Okay, so you are in the business of providing services to property owners, and I've got my trusty little list here. You are perhaps looking after property maintenance, you might be a gardener, you might be doing landscaping, you might be doing mowing, you might be a home cleaner, you might be a pool cleaner, you might be doing painting, all right? I'm finished with this list now, I can say goodbye to it. But you're in the business of providing your professional services to make people's homes look pretty, or just to make sure that they're more operational. So if you fall into any of those areas, let me tell you how this promotion can work for you. My view is that if you are a pool cleaner, for example, or you might be a home cleaner, you just don't want to come along and clean the pool once. You don't want to come along and clean the house once. You want those customers forever. And so therefore you want them over a long period of time. And that's the same if you happen to be a lawnmower, or if you're a handyman where you come and look after things from time to time. So what I believe you should be doing is thinking about the loyalty program of this promotion. And the loyalty program involves this little thing here called a vacation certificate. It's coming up on your screen right now. And what happens with this vacation certificate is for every whatever dollars you want to pick, but let's just say $50. For every $50 that someone spends with you to clean their pool, or to do home cleaning services, or to do lawn mowing, for every $50 that they spend with you, on the one occasion, okay, in the one transaction, you give them one of these vacation certificates. And what happens is that they go online and they register that vacation certificate. And if I flip the holiday or the vacation voucher over, on the back you'll see at the very top of it there happens to be a URL, and so therefore they go to that web page, they put in their name, Jim Smith, and all the details on the first occasion, and then also what they do is that they enter the unique code which is on the back of that certificate, and that is an alphanumeric unique code. It might be ABC 123 XYZ, whatever it may be. They put that in, and then they are registered. By the way, the certificates are labelled with your identification on them. So once they've done that, then they've got one certificate against their name. What they need to do is to save up 20 of those certificates in order for you to give them a free holiday. Now, why 20? Because 20 times $50 equals $1,000. $97 that you pay for the holidays happens to be 10% of that $1,000. So basically what you're doing is giving up a very modest 10% discount, but turning it into an adult Happy Meal toy, which of course is the free holiday, for no more than 10%. You're basically turning what is a pretty ordinary discount at 10% into a rocket-fueled Happy Meal toy for adults, a free holiday. So some years ago I used to look after marketing for Woolworths, and back in the day we produced a lot of what we call loyalty programs. And that would be, you get stamps when you purchase a certain amount of stuff from Woolworths, and you put those stamps onto a saver sheet and you save them up to get cookware and glassware and all sorts of things. And more recently you'd be very familiar with the Woolworths promotions in recent years, where they gave away Lion King toys, and I think Coles supermarket gave away little miniature grocery items and all that sort of stuff. Very, very powerful in terms of, I guess, stimulating loyalty, but just pale into insignificance when you compare it against this. We're talking about holidays in the Gold Coast or Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane. I mean, this is insane. And so can you imagine if you are in any one of those home maintenance sort of cleaning industries, pool cleaning, home cleaning, lawn mowing, whatever it may be, can you imagine that if anyone wants to steal your clients by putting a letterbox brochure in the letterbox that says, oh, we can do it cheaper, then I don't think Mrs. Smith will even be looking at that brochure. Why? Because you've been giving her vacation certificates for every, let's say, $50 that she spends. And if she's up to 10 vacation certificates and she only needs 20, she ain't going to be using any of your opposition. So this is a loyalty program from heaven, in my opinion. And I know I'm waxing lyrical about it. I might be giving too many superlatives. I don't know, it might sound corny, but I'm telling you, this is the hottest thing that I have ever seen. I've been in the marketing advisory game for a few decades now, and I've tried everything. I've given away refrigerators, I've given away lounge suites, motor cars, you name it, I've given it away. Nothing comes near holidays. I had a client some years ago, which was a bank here in Australia, and we just invited people to swap their home loans, and they get a free holiday. Guess what happened? Whooshka. The home loan portfolio just went nuts because people can't get enough free holidays. So therefore, that's the way I would be using it for you, unless of course you happen to be, doing big ticket lines. So say, for example, if you were a landscaper and you were doing a $2,000 landscaping job, well, of course, you give the free holiday away straight away, because $97 represents just 5% of $2,000 worth of landscaping. So if you're doing big ticket lines as a home maintenance person, you're painting a home for argument's sake, then of course, if you're charging $2,000 or $3,000 or $5,000 to paint the home, you'd give them a free holiday. I mean, can you imagine if you were charging $5,000 to paint somebody's home? $97, I haven't got a calculator with me, I'm going to have to get one of my people to do that, but $5,000, and if it costs you $97, let's say $100 for the holiday, 10% is $500, 5% is $250, it must be like 2%, something crazy like that. You can see I failed maths at school, but you know, for a lousy 1 or 2 or 3% of your total invoice value, can you imagine the amount of people who would be getting you to paint their home? I don't think you'd have any opposition. Anyway, that's about it. I certainly commend you to have a good look at this. By the way, it's a one-stop shop promotion. We provide you with, you know, landing pages and Facebook ad templates, and if you want to pull up banners and all that sort of stuff, I know that I don't think you'd take a pull-up banner to Mrs. Smith's house when you're mowing their lawn, but we've got lots of resources, so therefore we've tried to make it a one-stop shop for you. I think you'll find that if you test this out, just give it a test, I don't think you'll stop it.